This is Ken Jacobson. I'm a senior mortgage planner and a loan officer with Home Trust Mortgage, and this is your mortgage market recap for this past week. Home prices went up a little bit on a seasonally adjusted basis. The raw number, though, before those adjustments, actually fell a little bit. So home prices are cooling a little bit, but they're still up 1.5% from this time last year. Mortgage rates, according to the MBA, fell to 6.375. What happened? Applications to purchase a home jumped 5%. Applications to refinance a home jumped 9%. So even a small decline in interest rates spurs a lot of activity, a lot of application activity, and hopefully that transfers into sales. Chicago Fed's labor market index said that the unemployment rate is going to go up from 4.3 to 4.4%. Well, that's not very much. Big deal. That is a lot to the Federal Reserve. One of their mandates is to have full employment, and when these numbers start going up, it's more incentive for them to cut the Fed funds rate again. Then they met this week, and the Federal Reserve kept the Fed funds rate by 1/4 point, just like everybody expected. Of course, that rate was already built in to mortgage rates. Then they said they're going to curtail the runoff from their balance sheet and reinvest it back into treasuries. Wow, that's great news. No, it's not, because they're not going to reinvest it into long-term treasuries like the 10-year. They're going to reinvest it into short-term treasury bills. That doesn't do the yield on the 10-year treasury any good and won't help mortgage rates move down any. Then they asked Jerome Powell, what do you think about a rate cut on December 10th at their next meeting? And he said, that is not a foregone conclusion. In fact, far from it. So Jerome threw you and me and the whole rest of the country under the bus again. This is day 31 of the government shutdown. And it's getting serious. November 1st, food stamps get cut off. Air traffic controllers are already having a hard time, and people are missing flights because flights are delayed, flights are postponed. And, you know, I'm coming down on the Federal Reserve, but they're getting no economic data. Nobody is, because they're not getting it out of the government. So where are we on all this? Prices are cooling a little bit. Mortgage rates are coming. They jumped with the Federal Reserve, but they'll come back down. And we still got the government shutdown. So if you're thinking of financing, either a refinance or a purchase, you need to get ready. You need to call me. We need to do your application so we're ready when the rates come down, so we can move fast and we can get that house or get the rate you want. Thanks for watching. Join me again next week. We'll do it again. Be safe out there. God bless you.